Hello and welcome to Baby Steps in Create Studio 3 part 35 using the cursor assets. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 3.4.3 of Create Studio 3. This is the first tutorial of 3 and each tutorial has a sample that comes on before the tutorial. Right, first of all we're going over to the new projects tabs. There's two tabs, there's that one there and there's that one there. You can click either one of them to get into where the canvas area is, so we'll just click this one with the left mouse button. Alright, and there's the canvas area, and if we go over to the left you'll see the first icon here. This one is a background, so we click on that with the left mouse button, it brings you the backgrounds. I'm going to click on the scroll bar and I'm going to go and search for the concrete room. Right, I'll go all the way down here. I know it's quite a long way down, so I'll just do that and then a bit more. Right, it's going to be here soon. There it is. Left click on that and drag it onto the scene, and I'm going to grab hold of the element at the right side and left click on it and drag it along to the point 1 0 there, 0.10, yeah, which is 10 seconds basically. Right, so I've done that. I'm going to lock that in place by right clicking and lock. Alright, while the element's selected, that's locked it now, so it'll be alright. Next, what I want to do is go to my media folder, which is the top left folder that looks like a folder there. Just left click on that, and then we're going to go to global, and what I want to do is drag this my Tony's Tutorials logo onto the scene here. So if I drag it there like that and drop it, it should come up pretty big, and I want to set that to 10 as well. Right, so if I click on it again, sorry because I didn't select there, drag that across to there, across. Okay, now the first thing I want to do with this is I want to resize it to a smaller size a bit. About there will do, that's fine. Right, so put that in the middle and then just bring it up. That's it. Right. So what I did was I clicked on the middle button there to put it in the middle. Right, but I've resized it by clicking on the handles at the corners and dragging towards the middle of it. Right. So that's what I did with that. Right, so now we've got that. What I want to do is I want to add a motion to it to get it to come in, so I'm going to scale it up. So scale that up, and that'll be okay to scale up from there, like so, like that. Right, next I want to do a subscribe button. Right, so we're going to go back off the media onto the rocket shape, which is just below the folder for the media. So we click on that, and we're going to change this by going left arrow. We're going to click on that with the left mouse button, and then we're going to come out and we're going to use the scroll bar and drag it down till you see the subscribe button here. So click on that, drag it onto the canvas and drop it down a bit, so we go down here somewhere like that. And then what I need to do is just drag it out a little bit just to make sure there's enough room for another letter. Right, so I'm going to put it back in the middle like that. As you can see, there's enough room for one more letter at least. Right, and what I want to do is duplicate that, so let's just duplicate it. Oh, we've done it twice, sorry, didn't mean to do it that many times. Accidentally over-clicked it. And the second one of the buttons, I want to change that to subscribed. Yeah. So if I add, oops, I wanted to do it there. D, subscribed, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one and put it at the back of the button one. So there's subscribed. Right, I'm going to change the colour of that to green. Right, so we change that colour to green. Okay, and then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get a rectangle tool. So I'm going to left click on that, left click and drag, or click on it twice. You can do, which is what I did. And then you go down and try and put it in the place. Oh, I've got two there, so I don't want both of them, so I just need to just delete one. So right click and delete is to delete one. Right, so we do that, put that, playing me up a bit. So just go down there like that. And I'm going to click on this edge and drag it down towards the middle. Like that. And then I'm going to drag that down by clicking on it and pulling down with the mouse. And drag that over there. Just check the side. Yeah, that's about right. I just need to bring them in a bit. Okay, there you go. That is going to be a darkening colour, right? So darken it a bit. Right, and I'm going to change the opacity. Oh, that's wrong. Canvas was black. I want to click on that again, sorry, and change it to a dark colour. And opacity is a bit darker like that. Right, and I want that in front of there, and I want to just cut it off right there. Okay, so that's it. You can just get rid of the piece, just delete that. Okay, now let's just have a look at that, see how that looks. Okay, that's fine. Right, now all I need to do is add a audio file, which is an FX file. And what I want to do is search for buttons. Buttons, okay. Or button, I should say. There it is, button. Right, now, as you can see, I've already downloaded this one, so that must be the one. Yeah, that's the one. I'm just going to get that and drag it down to about there. So that's it, that should be okay. So let's just have a look, see how that looks so far. Wait a minute. That's it, that's a bit light there, it needs to be a bit closer to that. Try that. Let's try it. We're going to try it a sec and just keep going. Alright. That's it. Now what we're going to do now is just add the cursor. So we're just going to go back to the studio. Drag it down on the left hand side. Drag that line down a bit more. And there you go, the cursor assets, right? So we get one of these, put it onto the screen, and we're going to drop it down a lot. Both sides there, just drop it down. You can do it from both sides, it don't matter. I'm just going to do it singly like this, that'll do enough for me. Right, so it's there. Right, so what we want to do is find it on here. It's all the way over there, and let's just drag that over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it about 1 rather than at the end. So I need to put it about there and drag it over to I think, let's see where that is. About there. Okay, right, so that's our cursor, right? So the cursor goes to there. What we need to do is just put a motion on the cursor. So we go up to the right top area where you got settings, motion and effects. Click on the motion, and what we need to do is add an in from position up top. I think is that no, up bottom, I mean, sorry. If we do that, that should be okay. Right, let's just check that out and see if it works. From there to there, so let's just have a look. No, it's okay. I can make it a bit faster than that one by knocking it down a bit and doing that one down a bit probably, but it doesn't matter. But that's the sort of thing I've done with that one. So that's the first one done, right? I mean, you could add something like please like and subscribe if you want to. So you could do that to make that work better. So you could do please subscribe to Tony Tutorials, blah blah blah. Here's the subscribe button. Okay, that's that one. So that's the end of that tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it, and I think it was reasonable anyway, and we'll get on with the next one. Front entrance will be here where it is being indicated by the green and white flashing arrow, and over on the side of the building you will see the side entrance, which will be indicated by this blue and black flashing arrow. I hope that helps with your question about how to get into the building. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, let's carry on with tutorial 2. So we're going to click on one of the new projects tabs with the left mouse button, and we arrive in the canvas area. We're going over to the left hand side and we're going to click on the backgrounds, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the search bar, click on the search bar and put in cartoon, and it should come up with a cartoon house, and there it is. I'm going to left click on that, hold and drag it onto the scene, and there you go, releasing the left mouse button puts it smack bang in the middle, so that's great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little scroll bar at the bottom with a little circle here, and just scroll that to the left a little bit by holding the left mouse button till we get to about 20 on there. There's 20 there, yeah. So I'm going to left click on the right end of the element of the image on the timeline and drag it to 20 like that. Right, now I'm going to right click on it and lock it in position so you can't move it. Right, you can move it again if you right click and unlock it, but at the moment I don't want it moved. Right, okay, now we're going to use this scroll bar and move it back to where it was like that. Okay, next I want to move over a little bit like that. Then I want to add a couple of things like the cursor. So what I need to do is get out of this area, so I'm going to use this left mouse button again on this left arrow. Okay, and then once we've done that, we're going over to the scroll bar, left click on that and hold and drag it down until we find where the cursor's assets are, which are here. There's the cursor assets. Left click on there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down on this scroll bar here. So scroll down till we find the ones we want, which are right at the bottom. These ones are right, so I want this one. I'm going to left click on it, drag it onto the canvas and release the left mouse button, and I'm going to do the same with this one beneath it. So left click, hold and drag it onto the canvas, and that should be in the same place. Right, now I want to take this up to about 8 and make it a bit longer, right, like that, and I'm going to I've done the two. I've made them both 8, right? From there to 8 seconds, right? And I'm gonna use my mouse, left click on an area on the timeline that's not them, and just drag it across over them, just to select the pair of them, right? And then once I've done that, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut them every so often, somewhere equal if I can, about like that. I want to get into where the A is, I think, on image each time, right? So if we do the A, an image each time, like that, right? Okay, that should be okay. I want it to be about right for all of them, about the same. If we do that, that'll be good. Should flash pretty well like that. So just keep doing that for now. It ain't very difficult. It's quite easy. Won't be long now. We're nearly done on that. There you go. Okay. And nearly done. There's only a couple more to do. And that's it, right? So them should be okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete alternate ones there. So I'm going to start with the bottom one here, or it doesn't matter really whether you start with the top one or the bottom. So I'll start with the top one. Right click on that, delete that one. Right click on the bottom one here, the second bottom one, delete that one. Right click on the third top one, the fourth bottom one, the fifth top one, sixth bottom one, and so on, so that you get them alternate. Yeah. So that's fine. There's one way of doing it anyway, and it works quite well, so no problem is there with that. It's not hard, and it don't take very long. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is just select them all by left clicking and dragging across, and group them, and I'm going to name the group. So right click, rename as green and white flashing arrow, right? Okay, so that's what it's called now, green and white flashing arrow. If you do, there you'll see, I'll just show you, like that. It looks like it's flashing, but it's just two arrows interfacing with each other. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into it, and I'm going to change the size down, so do like that. And because they're all together as a group, it will change all of them to exactly the same size, so that'll be fine. And I want it about there. And what I'm going to do at the beginning is I'm going to put a motion in, and the motion I'm going to put is going to be up, so from the bottom up, I think. No, top up, that way, right? So that's okay, doing that, and we're going across there like that. That's fine, right? So that's going to do that. Next, once that's done, I want to add the next one, which is the other arrows, right? So we just give it a little space there, and then I'm going to add this one and this one, and that does exactly the same sort of thing. Just stretch it over to about 18-ish there. Let's get that one over to 18 as well, and I want to select both of them, so stretch with the left mouse button held, and then join together like that, and just go to the A's on these, cut, 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 cut. Just keep going, and you know, it's a bit of a boring part, but it gives you a good image when you're finished of a flashing thing, you know, arrow and that. It's worth it, you know, just to do it. Looks alright. That's one way of doing it anyway. There are other ways of doing it, but this is alright. It'll do. Doesn't take very long, so now as long as you're pretty accurate with where you're cutting and that, should be okay. You should always use something, like I'm using the A's as a gauge where I'm cutting, right? And you always use something to gauge with. It's better to gauge something that's actually on the actual thing rather than another gauge above. You usually find it's more accurate that way. I do anyway. There we go, that's that one. So that's done. I might just take the last ones off, I don't know. I think I will just take them last two off. That doesn't matter because them are a bit smaller. Right, so now what I want to do is do the same with this. So I take off the black there, take off the blue one there, black at the bottom there. The same with this one, and so on. Keep doing that. So they're alternating again. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? It's easier to do it this way than any other way I've found. If you're doing it this way anyway, I mean, you know. Let's go a bit further over. That's it. Okay. Right, so that's that one. I need to select all them now and group them. And I'm going to change the name of that one. So right click, rename, blue and black. Blue and black flashing arrow. Okay. And with this one, I'm going to do a few things with it. I need to resize it as well. So let's resize it like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down here, and we need to turn it around. So we need to change the properties to flip it like that. Right, so we're going to flip it, and then we're going to take it up there like that. Right, so that's showing the side entrance. So what I need to do is put a position for its movement position. So if we click on it, why isn't it going on it now? You can see it's doing it, right? Let's just go off there a sec. Run that one. Click on there, that's better. We're back on there now, so we need motion, top, and we go up on that one as well. That hasn't gone on there, has it? It's gone on the other one, hasn't it? That one's on that one. Click on this one. undo that. Let's go back to main timeline. Click on it like that. Motion. Top. That's better. We got it now. Let's just try that. Yeah, that's fine. It goes up there. Okay, right, so that's it. So we've got them on. And we've still got a bit of space there, so we don't matter. I can move that across a little bit. Give it a bit of space there. And at the end, I'll just click on this, unlock it, bring it back a little bit, maybe fade out at the end. So just put a motion on that to out, fade out. Right, so that's fading out at the end. So we just bring that fade across a little bit more. It comes off there like that, and it goes to there, and then that fades out. Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now all we need to do is add our commentary, and to do that, what we need to do is go over to the music thing here. This like a speaker, which is the fourth icon down on the very far left. Click on that, then we go across the top here. You got music, FX, speech, and record. So we get to the record, and we need to make sure we're using the right thing for doing the recording. And we've got headset, microphone, Plantronics. That's the one I'm using. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording and say what's happening, right? In a moment, just waiting for this. Okay, so the front entrance will be here, where it is being indicated by this green and white flashing arrow, and over on the side of the building you will see the side entrance, which will be indicated by this blue and black flashing arrow. I hope that helps with your question about how to get into the building. Thank you very much. Okay, let's stop that. Now if you didn't like that, you could replay it again and, you know, start recording again, and it'll cancel that one and do you a new one. But I think this one should be alright. Let's just play it and see. Okay, so the front entrance will be here, where it is being indicated by this green and white flashing arrow, and over on the side of the building you will see the side entrance, which will be indicated by this blue and black flashing arrow. I hope that helps with your question about how to get into the building. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's stop that. Sounded good. That sounded good. So let's just import that. So it's imported now, so it's in the media folder. All you need to do is just drag that on, and hopefully that should be just right length. Might be too long, I don't know. Let's see how far we are. Oh, we're quite a bit of a way, ain't we? Let's see how we're doing. See if I can cut it down at all. Let's just play. Stop that. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. Now let's cut that there. Now we just cut it there and just get rid of that. Oops, I didn't mean to lock it. Unlock. I meant to delete that. And unlock that. Let's go over there. Let's just play that. Okay, so the front entrance will be here, where it is. Okay, so the front entrance will be here, where it is being indicated by this green and white flashing arrow, and over. Okay, so let's just get rid of the OK. I suppose we're going to get rid of the OK. Let's just okay, so let's just get rid of that. We'll cut that off. Just delete that bit. Oops, I've deleted all of it, sorry. Just put that back on. Click on the front bit and then delete. Right, now you can drag that across. Right, so there we go. Let's just play that now from there. The front entrance will be here where it is being indicated by this green and white flashing arrow, and let's just do white flashing arrow. Arrow. There we go. Let's go back. Let's go back a minute. Let's try that from there. Just play green that and white flashing. Right, now we just cut that bit, then go play. Do that. Get rid of that bit. Right, delete that bit. Right, so bring that across. The front entrance will be here where it is being indicated by this green and white flashing arrow, and over on the side of the building you will see the side entrance, which will be let's go over here. So that was okay. Let's move this across because I couldn't see what I was doing then. So let's just play that now. And over on the side of the building you will see the side entrance, which will be cut that there. Oops, the wrong one. That one. Just cut that one. Cut that bit off there. Click on that. Delete it with the right mouse button and do that, which will be indicated by this blue and black. Right, so that's a bit longer than I intended it to be. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch it along. I'm going to stretch everything along. Stretch that along. Right, so we stretch it all the way along there. Right, because that's the main thing. And just there, and then about there. Right, so do there, across to there. It's a bit further on in it, yeah. Like that. Make sure that's just after that. Right, so what I need to do is I can make these a bit longer. So what I need to do is just copy one of them. Like this. So I'm going to duplicate this one, duplicate that one, duplicate that one, sorry, like that, and remove the top off that one, delete that animation right there, and just put it behind that one, like so. It's a bit longer. Right, and then with this one, so I'm going to do the same with that one. So put that one down there a sec. Let's see where we are. Put that one there. I should be able to add a bit more on that one. So I'm going to just do duplicate for that one as well. Sorry, duplicate it. Yeah, I've probably done it twice now. Yeah, just remove that one. And what I need to do is just put that on the end of there. Where I'm going to delete the animation first. All I did was click on it, on the animation, and click the right click, and it says delete animation. Right, so let's just go over there, and what I want to do is I want to put that on the end of that one. Hopefully that's right, isn't it? No, it's on a bit too high now. Where's that one gone? Oh yeah, I'm a bit too high. I need to go there. Now all I need to do is check with that, see how far I'm going. Oh, that's just perfect. That's right. It's okay. I can move that a bit further over actually, like that, and bring that one a bit further over, like that, and let's just play it. It should be okay. let's play this. The front entrance will be here where it is being indicated by this green and white flashing arrow, and over on the side of the building you will see the side entrance, which will be indicated by this blue and black flashing arrow. I hope that helps with your question about how to get into the building. Thank you very much. Okay, let's stop that. Okay, right, so all I need to do is get rid of that let's stop that at the end. So we'll just find out where that is. Now let's just play that. Okay, there we go. We just cut that bit off. I click on there and just cut that off and delete that. Right, so now we've done all that. The front entrance again, just to make sure it's right, will be here where it is being indicated by this green and white flashing arrow, and over on the side of the building you will see the side entrance, which will be indicated by this blue and black flashing arrow. I hope that helps with your question about how to get into the building. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. So, I hope you liked that one. That was pretty nice, really. But you know, you could use them for indicating where people can get to, maps and things like that, or if you got an intricate building, where parts are. That's the idea behind this one. So I hope you enjoyed that anyway, and we'll go on to the next tutorial in a moment. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's get on to tutorial 3, and we're going over to the new project tabs as usual, and I'm going to click on this one. So left mouse click and we're on the canvas area. We're going straight over to the left side to the backgrounds again. I'm going to left click on there and I'm going to drag down until we find Apple computer, iMac or whatever they call them. I think on the backgrounds I need to get one of those for a moment. I'm looking for it. I see it somewhere. I've seen one somewhere here. Far down. There's one. And I think it doesn't matter which one I do, but I'll pick this one. So I'm going to go back with that one. So left click, hold, and drag it onto the canvas like so. And what I did was I'm going to pull this up a little bit. So let's click on it. It isn't full screen, it's going to be a bit off the screen there, maybe a little bit. I'm going to take that up a bit like that and drag it that way. It looks bigger. And then here I'm going to put a different keyboard. So I've got a keyboard on my media folder, so I'm going to click on media and it's in the global area, and there it is. It's made up one from an AI of media place, so I'll put that on, and as you can see I'm going to have to resize it. So I'm going to squeeze it in first like that and drag it down to the bottom there, and then I'm going to push it in a little bit down here like that. Might have to move that up a bit. Let's just go down here a sec and click on that first and just push that a little bit higher like so. And I'm going to grab hold of this again and bring it back up, and I just want to cover that area at the bottom just a bit more like that. Might just pull this down like that. Right, that's fine. I think that's where we want it, like that. Okay, and it's basically just to show that we've got like a keyboard, and that's fine, that'll do. I can knock it down a bit more if I want to, like that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make that keyboard that length like that. I need to cover this image, so I'm going to use a rectangular shape. I click on the rectangular shape from there with the left mouse button, and I'm going to drag that up to here, and then I'm going to drag that up to there, drag that across a little bit, drag this across this way a bit, drag that down a little bit like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to white, so change the colour to white like that. Okay, now we've got all that sorted. What I want to do next is make that the same length as the rest of that. Okay, so then what I want to do is select them all and group them. Right, so then we're all grouped, and I want them locked as well, so I'm going to lock them. You can't move them. Right, next I'm going to get a another rectangular shape, little rectangular shape I want, so I'm going to just right down like that, and I'm going to put it on top of the H here. Right, and I want to use opacity to see where I'm going, and I'm going to drag it onto the H more, so it's more or less the same size as the H, right, like that. So I'm just going to pull that across that way slightly, just to make sure I've got it dead on the line, like that. And I want to change that colour to like a grey colour, like that, so it looks like it's been hit. It's only going to be for a short while, but that's what I want to do. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that right down to a very small amount like that, like that. Right, so it only happens for a short while. Right, so what I do is we got that on, click, and then we're going to do duplicate. I meant to do duplicate, put that one there, and that one should be on E. Put it on E there like that. Okay, then we go across a little bit more. That's where we want the next one to be back there. We're just going to get this one, duplicate it, and go across to there, like so, and that's going to be on L. Let's put it to L. There you go. That should be okay. Let's just put it down a little bit because it's a bit tight. That one. Oops, it's a bit low now. Just do that. That looks about right. So do that, and then we can duplicate that one. Duplicate it. Duplicate it. Okay. And just go a bit further over like that. That one should be okay. So he clicks on L, and then he clicks on L again, and then we go in to duplicate it again, and then the last one, oops, is going to O. Right, so we put that on to say hello. Right, so that one is going to go to the O, wherever that is, which is above there. So we click that one up there, like so. That needs to be a bit lower. It isn't much lower, but there you go. Right, so we got them. That's the way we want it. Click, 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 click. Right, now we've got them in place. What we need to do is add the music audio FX, which is there. So I just clicked on that speaker, which is the fourth icon down from the left on the left hand side, and clicked on FX, and what I'm going to do is search for button, and we've got that one there, which is a good sound. Right, so I'm going to use that one and just put it just slightly after, and then I'm going to duplicate it, put it slightly after the next one, like that. Duplicate it again, put it slightly after the next one, and so on. So we've got all 5 of them. Okay, and carry on like that. I just need to move that back that way a bit. Oops, that's too much. Like that. Duplicate it. Maybe it goes a bit like that. That should be okay, I think. Might be need a little bit more there. Okay, let's try that and see how they sound. If they sound okay, let's just try. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So let's stop that. Alright, so we've got all that. All we need to do now is add the letters up here and add the arrow, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the rocket, which is the studio area on here, and we're going to left click the left arrow button to get off the backgrounds. We're going to scroll down using the scroll bar by holding the left mouse and scrolling down with it with the mouse, and go to the cursors. Click on there, and the first one is a retro hand. We're going to just drag hold of that one, left mouse click and hold, and put it onto the screen like so, and it should come up in a second. Where's it gone? I've got 2 of them together. That was weird. Let's get rid of that one. Whoops, just got rid of both of them. That was weird. So undo that. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, it's playing me up at the minute, so I'll just get rid of that one. Delete. Okay, we've got one. Right, so we're gonna use this to go across. Oh god. Right, we've got that there. What we're going to do first of all is change its size. Let's go to the beginning. Change its size right down like that. Okay, and then what we need to do is have it coming in from the left and going to the first motion. Right, so I'm going to put it on the H there like that. On the H like that. Whoops. I need to go a bit smaller like that and bring it down. It's on the H, yeah. And what I want to do is motion. Now it's left, I want it, but left. Right, so click on the left, and it should come in from the left straight to H, and that's a bit too late, so I need to move them all across. So I'm going to select all of those together and just drag them across. If it'll let me, which it's not allowing me to. I need to. Let's just grab all of those first. Let's start that again in a second, if it'll let me. Let's drag them together and just do group like that. Okay, so I've just grouped them for a moment because it's going to be easier for me to drag them across and drag it across. For some reason it's not letting me drag them across. I don't know why that is. Thank you. Alright, so back on there. I need to be at the right at that particular point there. Now I'm having a bit of trouble with this for some reason. It's not working as it should. That's better. It's just move now. Right, so let's do that first. Let's just play that. Yeah. Right, so let's just, now I've just grouped that Right, I just need to ungroup it again. Now I've got them in the right place. Ungroup. Okay, so then what we need to do is from the first one, we need to, oh, hold on, we need to move that here. So we've just done that click, so we need to go add animation. Oh, click on there first. Got to make sure we clicked on it, and then we do add animation, position, easing, linear, right? And we need to keep the position where it is there, and then we're going to go here, click on this, move it back to about there, and we're going to click on it again, make sure it's still, what's it, the right colour. Hang on, what's that? That's still on there. Let's take that off there. What I need to do is move that to the E, like that. Okay, once it's there, that's fine. Then I need to just leave it a bit like that. Then add animation again, linear and properties, position, and then drag this back into about there, and then we go over to that one, click on it and drag it to the L, if it will let me. I'm getting some dodgy problems here. I don't know what's going on with that. There it is, got it now. Drag it over to the L, like that. Obviously, once I've dragged it to the L, I won't need to do it to the next L, so I can leave that there. And then we go to this part, just about here, similar to where that is, right? And then do add animation, position, easing, linear, and then we get to here, about there, which is similar to where that is, there, and then go there, and then that move that up to where the O is. I can get it onto the right thing. Choose the hand, be showing the hand there, like that, and then do it to there. Okay, so that's it, right? So what we need to do now is putting the letters on here, right? So we go like that. That's working. That's going to be too late, so I need to move that a bit forward like that. And that one needs to be forward as well, a little bit. And so does this one. That needs to be a bit forward, maybe too forward, that. There, right, so let's try that again. Let's play that first and check it before we continue with the other, with what else we got to do. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Right, so now what we need to do is add our lettering. There we go, there, click, so that should be, that's where the H should go on. We're going to put the H on here. So what we need to do is add text, get a text, put it on there. Obviously the text is in white, so we need to change it to black. Change that to black. We put it up to the space we want it, and then we just do click on it, click on that, I mean there, just change that to H, big H like that, and we need to keep it to the very end there. Right, so click on that, drag it over. My computer's playing up again. There you go. About there, right? And then once that's done, where's the end? We can end it about here, about 6. So out there, right? I can get this. Click on this group. Now I can unlock where I don't need to do anything else with it. I can just from there, about 7. I can just cut that there. Don't need any more of that, that'll be okay. So cut that bit. Why ain't it cutting in? I don't understand why it ain't cutting it. It should be cutting now. My computer's playing up a bit, so I don't know what's going on there, but that should cut that in there, but it ain't for some reason. It should be cutting in, but it ain't cutting it for some unknown reason. Right, okay, don't worry about it. What I'll do is I'll just take it back instead. About 6, there you go, 7. What I'll do is from there I'm going to put a motion onto that, on the end of that. If I can get it to work right. To out, fade, out. That's it, so that'll fade out after that. You like that, and then. So what I need to do is I just need to click on there. Let's just put that here, so okay, don't worry about it. I can just make that fade out a bit quicker, actually, possibly. Let's go back to the main timeline. Let's just fade that a bit quicker at the end, like that. That's it, so we just do that and it'll fade out. Right. Okay, so we've done that one. Next, I'm just going to copy that by duplicating it, sorry. Keep doing that, don't I? And then I need to go to the next one. Where's the next thing? I need to push it across there. Line it up to where I line that one to. So let's see where I line that one to. About the middle of there. Right, so let's go to this one. Where that's lining to. It needs to be the middle of there. And that needs to go back that way a little bit. And this one, I'm going to drag it across a little bit. What the hell? That should be everything. And it's supposed to be there. Let's just undo that, delete that. Right, so let's try that again, sorry. That should be about there. And then we need to click on that. Duplicate that. Right, so I'm going to move that across that way to there, like that. That should be where it should start. Now all I need to do is move that across and then change that to an E. Maybe move it back a little bit, perhaps. Like that. Then duplicate like that, and then move that across to where that one is. So we go like that, put that across there. And then we just drag this one across. Let's go over here, so make sure it's on that one. About there. Click on, change that to an L. You've got to judge if you're close enough or not, which I'm not, so I'm going to just drag it back a bit. What we've done now, just got rid of, gone out to the group, back to the timeline, click on that, drag it across that way a little bit. There you go, that looks alright. And then I'm just going to duplicate that one, drag it across, make sure it's in the right space. Hang on, let's go across there a bit more. No, it needs to go back a bit, and drag that there, and then obviously just drag that one across straight. I'll do. And then the last one, just duplicate that one, drag that one across there. That should be nearly right. Hang on, just do there. We're not far away. And then that one has got to be an L. So we're gonna get that one across one more. Just do that and then change that to an L. I'll click on that one. And we'll move that one out a little bit because that one's too close. Alright, so move that one out a bit. That's too far. It's playing up now, look. My computer playing up a bit, sorry. There you go. We've got that right. Now let's just play it and see how it looks. Hopefully that should be enough. Let's just play it. Okay. And that looks about right to me. Oh, what happened there? Oh yeah, they've all got to be to the end, ain't they? Yeah, I forgot about that. So when you get to the end, you just drag them off the end here. Drag them off the end. Where's the end? That's the end there. Right, so we need to cut them at that end there. So cut there. Click on that one. Cut there. Okay, so we're gonna click on these. And just put cut, and you should cut all them. Right, so once you've got all them cut, you can delete them ones there that are all selected. And let's just select these two and delete them. Okay, now we go back to the beginning. Just play it again. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? I hope you enjoyed that anyway, but I found it useful to show you how to do it in case you wanted to do something like this. It's pretty easy really, but you know, it's some ways of using these cursors for different things. I hope you've enjoyed these tutorials anyway. If you have, please like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate any input you can give me, any feedback, or if you've got any questions, I'd love to answer your questions. So if you've got any questions, I can help you out with anything to do with the Create Studio. I will. So thank you very much anyway, and have a good day. Bye bye.